dear Shwangi, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I am going to create this look. This is a classic black smoky eye look. Black smoky eye can be a little tricky and it's very easy to start looking like a panda, but I'm going to try to keep it as simple for you as possible. As always, the links of the products which I'll use to create this look will be mentioned in the description box below, and that's pretty much it. Now without further ado, let's begin. Alright, let's begin. So for any other tutorial, I would have started with my base makeup first. That's what I always do. But since this is a black smoky eye, I am actually going to start with the eye makeup first. But we still need to prep our eyes before we start the eyeshadow. So I'm going to start off with the primer. I'll use e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So for now, I'm only going to apply this primer around my eyes. We might need to wipe this area, but I'm just applying the primer there regardless. Now that this is done, we're going to apply some concealer. I'll be using L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Then you just need to blend it out. I'm using PAC 219 brush. Next, I'm going to take Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Light, and I'm going to lightly set my eyelids with this powder. The eyelids are prepped. Now we're going to begin with the eyeshadow. With black eyeshadows, it's always best if you apply a Kajal pencil before you apply the eyeshadow. Basically, create a base, black base with the Kajal pencil, and then on top of that, you do the eyeshadow application. I'm going to use K-Beauty's Spade Kajal to create that base. The area where we will apply Kajal is just this area, and here on top of that will come your transition shades and all the the gradient effect that we usually do with the eyeshadows. So do not apply your Kajal beyond this area. Do not cross your crease when you're doing this. You don't have to worry about being precise while you're doing this, because we will obviously use a brush as well in a bit. Also, one thing I want to mention, if you're scared that you'll put the Kajal above your crease, then just be a little under your crease and then, take it up from there. In a super messy way, I've applied the Kajal here. Now I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and try and blend it. After blending it once, we're going to apply a bit more Kajal. Alright, now I have applied a little more intense layer of black, and I'm again going to blend this with an eyeshadow brush. This is it. This is where you need to leave the Kajal and proceed to the eyeshadow. For eyeshadow today, I'll use PAC Matte Eyeshadow Palette. I will use this black shade from the palette first. Just dip your brush, dust it off, and start packing the black shade, again just on your eyelid. I'm going to take a bit more. This is the second time I'm dipping the brush in the pan. Again, I'm patting the eyeshadow on top of my eyelid. Once you've packed the black eyeshadow on your eyelid, we're going to take a brown shade and apply that on our crease. I'm going to dip into this shade from the palette, and with a smaller crease brush, I'm going to lightly start packing it on my crease. Also guys, to create a nice gradient, we'll have to go back and forth with the brown and the black. I'm just letting you know. I'm also moving my brush in a circular motion to keep blending the black and the brown together. This is where we are right now. Now I'm again taking an eyeshadow brush, going back to the black and applying it again on the eyelid. After I've packed the color again, I'm taking the brush which I used to apply the brown, and without taking more shade, I'm going to blend this black color on my crease. You need to move your hand very lightly in circular motion to do this. Now we'll dig into a lighter brown shade. This is the shade which I'll be taking from the palette, and with a fluffy brush, I'm going to apply it right about here. We're basically blending it with the darker brown shade to create a nice gradient. So whenever you're doing your eyeshadow looks, you can always go back and forth with color. It doesn't have to be in one particular order. In tutorials, we have to ensure that things are in order so that it doesn't become confusing. But I'm just letting you know, at any point you feel that some area is patchy or some area is not intense enough, just go back and do it again and then blend it again. That's how it always works. So for now, I'm very happy with this. There's just one area where I feel that the black is not intense, which is the outer corner of my eye. So I'm going to take a bit more black with a smaller brush and I'm going to apply it on the outer corner. I'm just scratching my eyelid with this brush so that it blends. One last time, I'm taking a fluffy brush. I'm not going to pick any color this time. I am just going to run it through my crease to make it neater. This eyelid is complete. I'm going to finish the other eyelid and come back, and then we'll, go forward with the lower lash line and the base. And I'm back guys, I've completed both my eyelids. With a black smoky eye, it's very important to get the lower lash line right because that really decides if somebody is going to look like a panda or if it's going to look like a very nice black smoky eye. So starting off with the Kajal again, I'm again taking the same Kajal and I'm going to apply it halfway through my lower lash line. Now with a flat brush, it could be an angular brush or just a normal flat brush, you have to smudge this line out. And you also need to connect it to the outer corner of your eyelid. After this is done, you're going to take the same flat brush and pick up the darkest brown shade which is there on your palette and apply it on top of this black. And this brown shade you have to apply on your entire lower lash line. You have to connect it to the innermost corner of your eye. Now I'm again taking a bit of black on the brush and I'm going to intensify just the outer corner. Now going back to that brown one last time, And I'm just building that brown and blending it with this black. Next, I'm going to take NYX Epic Ink Disco Liner, and I'm going to apply this eyeliner very close to my eyelid. I'm not going to create a wing or anything, but you know, just before putting the false lashes, this helps a little bit. It's not even going to show as much, but we just want to ensure that, you know, the lash line is really intense and black. Next, we're going to apply the Kajal. I'm going to use the same K-Beauty Kajal. I'm just going to wipe off the top part of the Kajal because, you know, we applied it on the eyelid and stuff. So now I'm going to use this on my waterline. I'm also applying it on my upper waterline. With this final step, the eyeshadow is complete. Before putting on the false lashes, I'm going to apply some mascara. I'll use Flower Beauty Warrior Princess Mascara. Next, I'm going to use Kingdom of Lashes Eye Candy Lashes. I'll quickly put them off camera and come back, and then we'll do our base. Alright, so the eye makeup is complete. Now we'll get to the base, but before we do the base, I'm going to just clean up this area with a wipe. Though there is very minor fallout, actually, there was not much fallout with this palette, which is a good thing. Starting off with the primer, I'm going to put the same e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer. Be very careful around your eyes, especially if you're not used to doing the base later, like me. Next, for concealer, I'm going to use the same L'Oreal Infallible concealer. Now I'll start blending it with a brush. I always wonder how people do the base later. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing, especially around the eyes. You have to be like very careful. Next, for foundation, I'll use L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Cover Foundation 105 Natural Beige. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend it out. To set my base, I'll again use Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Light. Next, I'm going to use Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'll lightly contour my cheekbones and my jawline. To fill out my eyebrows, I'll use Miss Claire Eyebrow Cake. Next for blush, I'll use Lakme Absolute Blush Duo in the shade Coral Blush. For highlighter, I'll use K-Beauty highlighter in the shade Champagne Fizz. First, I'm going to highlight my brow bone and the inner corners of my eyes. And next, I'll highlight all the high points of my face. It's a very nice highlighter, guys. It's actually a very smooth and nice highlighter. Lastly, for my lips, I'll use K-Beauty's Snapshot. And finally, to set everything in place, I'll use e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. Now I'm going to let this dry up completely and then come back. And that's it, guys. This is the final look. Don't forget to leave your tutorial requests in the comment section below. You know that I pick out a lot of ideas from the comment section. And also, guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, then ensure that you do. I keep posting a lot of makeup related updates and video updates on my Instagram handle. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed to our channels already, then please subscribe to our channels. We've got 3 channels. This one, a vlogging channel and a Bengali channel. I'll leave all the links in the pinned comment of the comment section below. Definitely check it out, and if you like our content, then please subscribe and follow. It would mean a lot to us. So that's it from me for today. I shall see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and stay safe. Bye bye. Mwah.